the closest planet to the Sun, a fiery sphere named after ancient times. But Mercury is not as familiar as you might think. How well do we really know it? Today I'd like to introduce you to one of the smallest yet most mysterious planets in the solar system, Mercury. When you look at Mercury, the first thing you'll feel is loneliness. There is a very thin atmosphere on its surface, nor is there any sign of life. It is a world that is truly desolate. But don't let this silence fool you, because Mercury is a planet that screams in the silence. Extreme temperatures, destructive radiation, a surface covered in craters, and perhaps some of the greatest secrets of the solar system are hidden right here. Let's dive deeper into this mysterious planet. Climate, the extreme temperature difference between day and night. Despite being the closest planet to the Sun, the temperature difference between day and night on Mercury can reach 600 degrees Celsius. Yes, you heard that right. Despite being so close to the Sun, at night, temperatures on Mercury can drop to 170 degrees Celsius. Why? Because Mercury has almost no atmosphere. Without an atmosphere, the planet cannot trap the heat or protect itself from solar winds. The Sun's rays directly hit the planet's surface, causing temperatures to soar during the day, while at night, it becomes freezing cold. At night, Mercury becomes a frozen hell, while during the day, it turns into a melting furnace. This stark contrast illustrates both the harsh and fascinating nature of the planet's environment. But what does Mercury's frozen hell state really indicate? Some scientists believe that these extreme conditions suggest that the planet's surface holds frozen traces of time, and the planet itself could be preserving the early history of the solar system. This makes Mercury not just a planet, but a time capsule in space. Mercury's slow rotation and the length of a day. But Mercury isn't just fascinating because of its climate. Its rotation around its axis is incredibly slow. Mercury's year lasts 88 days, and its day at 58.65 days follows a 3:2 ratio. One side stays in sunlight for 88 days, while the other remains in darkness for the same time, creating a 176-day solar day. This slow rotation means that Mercury's days are incredibly long, and the relationship between the planet's surface and its motion is a critical feature. Instead of a planet spinning quickly, we're dealing with a world that moves very slowly. Mercury's magnetic field, a power that keeps it secret. Now let's talk about Mercury's magnetic field. Despite its small size, Mercury has a weak but real magnetic field. This is a surprising fact for scientists, because for a planet to have a magnetic field, its internal structure usually needs to have a liquid metallic core. But Mercury is a small planet, so how can its interior still be molten? Scientists are still working on new geophysical models to explain this. The core of Mercury is so dense that even a small planet's internal movements could generate enough force to create a magnetic field. This suggests that Mercury may hold secrets that could explain some of the mysteries of the solar system. Mercury's formation, remains of a collision. This leads us to the question, how was Mercury formed? Some scientists believe that Mercury was originally a much larger planet. However, during the early days of the solar system, a massive collision may have torn apart its outer layers, leaving behind a dense, metal-rich core. That means Mercury might have once been a larger, Earth-like planet, and now we're looking at the remains of that former world. The effects of this collision are still visible on Mercury's surface. Its surface is littered with craters and deep scars, evidence of the great impacts and cosmic events the planet has endured. Surprising discovery of water, ice found in Mercury's polar craters. One of the most astonishing secrets of Mercury is the discovery of water. In Mercury's polar regions, scientists have detected ice in craters that never receive sunlight. Yes, in the closest planet to the Sun, ice! But how did this ice get there? Did comets bring it? Or could it be that Mercury's subsurface structure still holds traces of liquid water from the past? The source of this water remains unclear, but this discovery raises many questions about Mercury's history and its potential for past life. NASA's Messenger mission, in-depth study of Mercury. And this is exactly why NASA's Messenger spacecraft spent years orbiting Mercury. It mapped the surface, analyzed its chemical composition, and showed us that Mercury is far more complex than we ever imagined. Messenger's findings prove that the planet's structure and history are much deeper than previously thought. Mercury's chemical richness, mineral diversity, and dynamic nature suggest it's a much more complex world than we had realized. BepiColombo, continuing the search for Mercury's secrets. Now the eyes are on the BepiColombo mission. This new mission, a collaboration between Europe and Japan, is preparing to uncover even deeper secrets about Mercury. BepiColombo will explore the planet's surface features in greater detail and map out its magnetic field more accurately. Conclusion: Mercury, the oldest witness to the solar system. Because no matter how small, quiet, and scorched it may seem, Mercury is actually one of the oldest witnesses of the solar system. On its surface, time is frozen. And if we look closely, this planet may tell us the story of the journey from the first days of the solar system to today. Mercury doesn't just carry the history of the solar system, it may also hold the secrets of its future. Every new discovery brings us one step closer to understanding the mysteries of Mercury. If you want to join us on this journey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.